Well, hello good people and welcome to our channel. We are John and Stephanie Butler of Cruising Through Life Travels. Today we're going to be talking about our trip to Bermuda and Grand Turk on the Carnival Breeze, leaving from Port Canaveral. We got a hotel in Orlando, spent the evening in Disney Springs, stopped at the House of Blues for dinner, had a nice meal there, with some live entertainment. The next day we left on a Trans shuttle. Took us right to the cruise port for a reasonable price, under $20, right to Port Canaveral. Had a beautiful sail away, nice weather. Chose late dining. Never had a problem with the food or the service at Carnival. Beautiful sunsets. We arrived at Bermuda. The Royal Naval Dockyard was Great Britain's military force in the Atlantic Ocean in the 1800s. After the Revolutionary War, as the English colonies gained their independence, the dockyard was built as a strong British presence in the North Atlantic. The dockyard construction started in 1809 and lasted 100 years. The North Rock marks the outer edge of the Bermuda Reef to keep ships from running aground. Once the center of the Royal Naval Dockyard, the keep was a proud symbol of British might. It's part of a ring of fortifications guarding the dockyard against attack by land and sea. Snorkel Park is in the northwest corner of the Royal Naval Dockyard. It's aptly named as a nice quaint snorkeling spot, just a short walk from the ship. Completed in 1856, the mall originally served as a warehouse for the British Royal Navy. Back in the day, the South Tower, the one on the left, was the time, and the sailors used the one-handed North Tower on the right to show the time of the high tides. The following day, we decided to take a shared minibus to Horseshoe Bay. There are several options of travel. You can also take a ferry, a taxi, or one of the city buses. Casemates is one of the oldest buildings in the dockyard, located at its southern side. It was built by British convicts who were brought in from England. Casemates served as the barrack for 120 men of Marine infantry who defended the dockyard against possible enemy invasion. On our way to Horseshoe Bay, we passed Manchester Unity Hall, located on the corner of Cambridge and Somerset. The cornerstone was laid in April of 1901. The turret tower was not completed until June of 1924. By the end of the 1920s, the high regard for the lodges that built the hall began to decline, and the building's upkeep began to decline as well. When we arrived at Horseshoe Bay, as you can see, there was quite a crowd there. But in this shot here, you can look way over to the left, and there's a trail. We got on that trail. Not a bad hike. It brought us to this beach, Hidden Beach. There's about 4 other people there, about half the size of Horseshoe Bay. But it was absolutely beautiful. We had a great time. The rocks provided nice shade for us. We settled underneath those and enjoyed the waves. It was time to say goodbye to Bermuda for now. As we pass the Anthem of the Seas, as we were leaving the Bermuda Reef, my wife caught this video of the cruise port pilot leaving the ship. The cruise port pilot's role is to board the ship while it's still moving, no matter the conditions, on a rope ladder to assist the pilot navigating around the local harbor. And what's even more dangerous is what we caught here. We caught him descending the rope ladder and getting back on the small ship. On this cruise, we booked a cove balcony, and as you can see, it's closer to the waterline, and we were easily able to capture this footage. You can also see the lifeboats right above us. You always take a little bit of a risk when you travel during hurricane season. This was Hurricane Imelda that was right behind us the whole time. That's why getting travel insurance is a really good idea while booking during hurricane season. Imelda eventually became a Category 4 hurricane, and they ended up closing the Port Canaveral just a few days after we left. We enjoyed a sea day breakfast the next day as we continued on our voyage to Grand Turk. And this was our formal night. Great presentation on Carnival's food. And our amazing wait staff. They did a great job of taking care of us. And the next day we arrived in Grand Turk. We settled in right next to the Carnival Magic, which is a sister ship of the Carnival Breeze. On this shot you can see the salt ponds just beyond those buildings. In the 1600s, 1700s, and even into the 1800s, Grand Turk was the greatest provider of salt in the Western world. Jamaica, Barbados, and the Dominican Republic provided the sugar, rum, and molasses, while Grand Turk provided the salt. The clear, calm waters of this beach right next to the cruise port made for great snorkeling. If you've never been on a cruise before, it's amazing when you get up next to these ships and just how massive they are. Then it was time to leave Grand Turk. We were able to enjoy one more sea day. There's another great view from our cove balcony. And again, great presentation. We disembarked our ship and we headed back to Orlando. There's a view from our hotel room. This was the Hyatt Regency Hotel, located right at the Orlando airport. It made the departure quite easy. Thank you for visiting our channel once again. We are John and Stephanie Butler of Cruising Through Life Travels. Stay blessed, everybody. We'll cruise again sometime.